Hello traders and welcome back to the channel. This is Aftab and you are watching Aftab Forex YouTube channel. This is a weekly forex forecast for the upcoming week starting from Monday 22nd of September 2025 and the week ends on Friday 26th of September 2025. Congratulations first of all to all of you. Most of the pairs that I discussed like dollar index, pound US dollar, euro dollar, US dollar CHF, pound JPY, dollar CAD, dollar yen, CAD JPY, all of these pairs gave fantastic moves in the last week, and all of the moves were as predicted in the previous weekly forex forecast video. Congratulations everyone who took any of these trades last week. I'm sure enough you must have made good profits and your week must have closed in profit. Everyone has the strategy and they know the strategy also works, but the problem they face is there is something that is hidden. That is, they don't know about the market. And 90 to 95% of the trader experience this same problem. Some people say this is greed, some people say this is impatience, some people say this is FOMO, but at least everyone out there is looking for that one missing concept, that one missing factor due to which every strategy fails. Despite of the working strategy, when it comes to real trading, the strategy fails. So first of all, I want to tell you that the strategy never fails. This is us who fail in the market. And why we fail, what is that missing factor, I will try to communicate through my videos time to time these things. My strategy obviously gave fantastic levels. If I show you from here till here, and for like a month now I have added this dollar index into my analysis and it's working fine, it's working nicely. I mean, there is no rocket science, just have a look at it and just have a look at it. So those traders who were looking to the sell side of the market, well, they made good profits. Here is the completion. Those who are looking for sell right here on the basis of the news, interest rate cut decision, well, the market maker already know that this is a reversal area with us. So why they will be selling right here? When they know that a majority of the traders are selling right now on the basis of the news, why would they be selling? And that's what I discussed last week as well with all of you. So that missing thing, my friend, is not the lack of understanding of the market, but that missing thing is not exactly following the strategy. For example, if we discuss this Fibonacci strategy, by the time this was generating this sell signal, the market was showing us this bullish wave. So the traders say, okay, this is anyways going up, let me take a buy trade. So now what is that missing thing that we usually miss? Stay with me. There is a very good example on the euro US dollar that I will be giving you, but for now let's just have a look at this dollar index. First thing, if you are completely not making profit on the intraday, I will highly recommend everyone to focus on the H4 and don't go beyond H4, because the H4 and the daily time frames are the time frames that can change your future in a very positive way. Now if I see right here on the daily time frame, there is plenty of divergence we have on the RSI. I have a very good divergence strategy which works 99.9% of the time. If one say, okay, this market is dropping and I'm adding more sell position, then definitely the divergence will not be working for them. For whom that strategy will be working? Those who say, okay, I'm not following the emotions when the market drop. Like, just have a look at it this way. When the price of something gets cheaper, do we sell it or do we buy it? Just look at it this way. The next time when the market will be triggering your emotion to sell, just ask yourself, did it got cheaper so that I sell or I buy? Or did, for example, right here, did it got expensive so I can sell? Just keep this thing in your mind, and I am sure enough in a very short span of time you will become good and successful. So as the dollar index took a very good fantastic support right here on the daily time frame, now there is obviously all of these sellers right now looking on the H4 time frame, their decisions might be compromised slightly, because as far as market is now trading above 96 level, trading above this support, by no means we can look this market as a sell. No doubt we were looking it as a seller all the way. Even if I say this, that was good. Back then the price was higher, so we could easily afford a sell trade. But do you think right here? No, we cannot expect that sell trade. Even if the market respect the level, still I will say this is way too choppy at this moment. There is this trend line we have. So if one is looking for a sell trade right here, I will say you are doing a complete mistake. Personally, if I tell you, I will be looking for this correction straight away from right here. Now one thing I want to clarify right here, I am not looking right here as a sell, but I set this condition for myself that okay, if the market drops, then I am going for a buy decision if I'm willing to trade the dollar index. So that will look something as this. See how beautifully nicely it is. And as this ABCD will be pointing for a break of this trend, I will say just forget this for now. For the upcoming week, these will be our levels on the dollar index. And my friends, no one these days tells you about the levels and stuff. I plot each and everything for all of you so that you understand. And yes, we can look to the downside of the market only near this point D of the ABCD pattern. By then the RSI, if it is go up, if it hits this level, then we can look for the sell side of the market back to 96. Then that position can be split right here and right here. But I know you guys are looking dollar index for correlation purposes, so this much information should be enough for all of you. Now let's have a look at the Euro US dollar. Euro US dollar traded very nicely. This impulsive wave last week I gave, even in the weekly forex forecast video I said that this is the impulsive wave. So 157 pips of a move it gave. There is one other impulsive wave that is pointing to 1.21511. So I will be discussing that. And there was this situation as well, upon a break below a retest, then a continuation. If I extend this line before that, let me delete these lines. Is this 3 drives pattern completed? Yes, 1, 2, and this is the third one. 3 of the drives are completed, so I'm deleting them for now. Now my friends, what is that missing thing? That missing thing is the discipline. But the thing is how we bring discipline in our life, how we bring patience in our life. This is subjective. Discipline is subjective while the emotions are objective. That person, that trader who understand the subjective and the objective nature of this market. For example, it depends how much profits you need. One who needed this whole wave, who is a position trader, made 200 pips nicely, effortlessly. One who was just looking for some quick profits, maybe till here. Just like me, you know, the second last week I traded and I left the market right here, no regrets, nothing. And from there, when the market dropped, this was not my even if I was going to sell, I would be selling from the ABCD pattern completion, which was right here, the bigger one, all the way from right here and right here, same. So this was a sell level. Those who are looking for a sell, obviously 134 pips it dropped. But my friends, you have to find out that missing thing in your trading. What is missing after all? What you should do to become successful and to follow the strategy nicely. Most of the traders make good profits, but by end of the week they give it back into the market. That's what we say in a bit spiritual sense, I should say. You have to clean your mind from all of the doubts, from everything, and you have to trust one simple strategy. If we just follow the hype, if we just see for quicker profits, if we are just looking for quick entries, for quick fixes, it's not going to work that way. Roam around in the whole world, try each and every strategy, try each and every mentor, but by the end of the day you will be coming back to my channel saying, Aftab, you were right. So now the analysis of the euro dollar obviously is very simple. Like, just have a look at it. We have got a bigger news. This was a previous broken level, market entered right here. So in the upcoming week, obviously I will be looking at several zones. One is this, and this trend line I will be observing. If it is respecting, it can push the euro dollar further back. Further back to which level? There was obviously an ABCD pattern with us, and that ABCD pattern completes up there. Isn't it simple, my friends? It is. This is us who make it complicated for ourselves. Very simple. Let it come back down, hit this level, we can take a buy. If one say, I want to trade on the H4 or the H1, well, my friend, let me tell you, you will need a little bit of patience then. What type of patience? We need from, let's say one is trying to buy right here, I will say wait. Why wait? Because it gave a close below the 61.8% retracement. It was supposed to go back up, but it did not. So I will say wait for the market. Now if one cannot wait for the market, that is again a very deadly thing. And obviously if this trend line is broken, there is this support we have. I mean, these days the levels, most people hide it. They just do it with a, like, it's going there and it's going there. I also give you the levels so that one day you guys will be successful and you will be praying for me. If this trend line is broken and proper retested, it is coming back down to retest 1.15, 200 again. Now isn't it simple? It is. This is us who don't understand it very well. Move on to the pound dollar, and on the pound dollar last week what I said, this was the completion from right here till up there. Let me clean the chart a little bit. Most of the waves are completed now. How beautiful market it was, how beautifully trade setup it gave. See, it established a support right here and it continued bullish, giving us 160 pips of a profit, and back from the same exact completion level. Again back to the 1.34651 level, a profit of around 200 pips. Now if I say you took a sell on this candle, you were completely wrong. But if you took a sell on this one, yes, you waited for the confirmation, you waited for the price to pull back and you entered, and now you have 100 or around 200 pips of a profit. And by the time when this market is dropping, remember, it will not be respecting the supports. So this is completed. Congratulations everyone for your profits. Now it is entering again into a good and strong support zone, while break below can tell us that this and this is going to happen. Now if one cannot understand this simple concept, I think you just need to learn and focus on the spiritual side of yourself, because just in life, you know, I keep repeat this same thing again and again and again. When there was no peace in my life, I keep losing money. Now even if my trade is in a drawdown, I am peaceful. Why? Because now I know what I need to do at certain levels. I don't chase the money these days, and I will never ever be chasing the money again. So pound dollar is also very simple. And yes, if it took like bounce from right here, that will be the sell area with us, and I will be looking for just this much take profit, not anymore. Because then if I take a sell from there and I target this hole, it means, do I have any magic or anything on the basis of which I'm saying market will be breaking this? Nah, I am completely wrong if I say this. So then I just will be looking to this particular trend line, and that will be still a good profit. And if market doesn't give me anything, I just stay neutral. I mean, there is nothing going on from my pocket. So pound dollar is also very simple. Dollar CHF, what I said, see right here I was looking for one other pullback for this drop, but my friend, I didn't get it. Even last week I said that I'm looking like the second last week I said I'm looking for this trend line and it is suggesting a pushback till there, but I didn't get a chance to sell from here. So does that mean forex doesn't work? No, it doesn't mean it at all. So instead what it gave a break below this structure. I still couldn't trade it. Was I wrong? No, not at all. And when the market was dropping sharply and I didn't took a buy right here, was I wrong? No, not at all. Not at all. Because when the market is dropping, it is just dropping. There was this Fibonacci, you will remember I discussed 2 weeks ago. Those who were position traders, those who were looking for it, well, see, they have got the completion. Right here was the nice buying opportunity. So obviously if I was looking at this market, I would be taking it. Isn't it simple? So why, my friends, you are keep losing your money? See, this is your own money, okay? If you are going to lose, you are going to lose your own money. It's not going from my pocket. The basic thing that I want to tell you is that please don't ruin your money in this market without understanding. First, try to get familiar with the system, then trade. Because out there in the forums, on the websites, everywhere, people will be just selling you the strategies and nothing else. But remember that for a strategy to work, one must understand the psychology. Then we find those missing things. That okay, I'm missing this. I have less knowledge about the market as this. Now I should do this. Remember, whenever a child is born, he try to he understand his new world by looking at others. So when you look at others and they are making plenty of the profits, there is plenty of hard work behind it. Understanding of the market. 1,000 times they fell, 1,000 times they stand up again, but they don't give up. So anyone who wants to give up, well, I say this is the right time. Before blowing your account, just leave it. This is not for you. If you are consistently losing for years and years, I think just leave it, okay? Because there is nothing better than health with us. So for the dollar CHF, this is the situation. I want to see a correction, maybe if it give me right a correction, maybe from here, from the trend line right up there back to this zone in the upcoming week. Well, yes, it can play nicely. Otherwise, I just let the market go. No hard and fast rule. Pound yen, I didn't actively involved in the trade, but last week as I gave this A to B, 249 pips got completed. So those who took it, they made profits. I mean, there is no need to create hype over this. But looking at this market, well, I just don't like this candle, so I want to avoid it for next week. Dollar CAD, see how beautiful sell area this was. If one didn't take it, why didn't take it? If one took sell trade right here emotionally, why they took sell trade emotionally, and now the market is against. So on the dollar CAD, it is also very simple. We just wait for, see, like there is sort of this Fibonacci number we have right here, and during the week I will be treating this as a resistance zone, and as far as 1.38320 is not broken, I will be keep treating this level as a resistance in the upcoming week. Simple. And similarly this level as well. Last week as I said, this is that 61.8% retracement, so this is my support. Which way it broke, upon the retest I can plan my trade opportunity. Very simple. On the ABCD scale, no doubt it will be showing us this, no doubt at all. It can do this. So let's say if one is trying to take it, we'll be taking it with around 70 pips of an SL and 84 pips of a TP. But I think the stop loss and the TP are not very good for this one, and it is anyways on the daily time frame selling. Right here we bought, I tell you to buy from here, 171 pips it gave. Very nice move it was. So the thing is, my friends, mostly the psychology, okay? Just understand this ABCD pattern with the RSI divergence. Within 1 month to 1.5 month I will teach you the strategy, and rest we focus on the psychology. Then the dollar yen nicely respected the level. See, nicely respected the level, but there was this ABCD pattern, so it has to be completed. 61.8% retracement. You know, we have to look at the market with a very sequential way. If we don't look at it the sequential way, we will still be losing the money. See, from here till here, 61.8% was right here. Now there are a lot of the 61.8% retracement, a lot of the analysis. If I go after each and every one, I will not be able to trade myself because I will over confuse myself. There was this, and it is still not exactly completed, but there is this bullish trend line we have. Didn't I discussed bullish trend lines and bearish trend lines with all of you? I did. So dollar yen is also very simple. It is again pointing to 151.172 despite of the negative news. Maybe yes, we can become bearish if the trend line is broken below. Let me give you an H4 overview. Yes, during the upcoming week, if this is market, who knows, it can become a good targets area from where we can buy right here and hit the target very nicely. So this is how I will be looking at it. CAD JPY, this was the whole impulsive wave. You will remember I traded it live with all of you right here. From here till here there was this. From here we traded it. Then we got this, and we got a correction, and we got a pullback. But does that mean this is not pointing till here? Well, it is. This level is violated for now very nicely. And at the 61.8% retracement, as I said last week, see, the market gave around 60 pips on this one. Even before that, some buying levels right here, some selling right here. Everywhere it's giving profit. This is us who don't make profits, okay? So try to understand the market the way I am teaching you, or otherwise you will blow your accounts. Anyone who wants to learn my strategy are most welcome. You contact me on the WhatsApp number and just try it for 3 months and you see the difference yourself, because I combine the psychology with it and the sequential form. If this is right here, is this a continuation of the pullback back to the resistance, or it is a drop? That's what I teach in the course. So take a lot of care of yourself. See you next time. Goodbye.